Hey guys, this is Helena Hart, and I'm here with Bex Burton again today. Bex is a certified dream builder and love coach who helps women attract outrageous, lasting love. So, welcome, Bex. Thank you so much for coming on my channel again today.
Hey, thanks, Helena. I love visiting your channel and chatting with your peeps. Thanks so much for having me.
Yes, we always have such a great time, and I'm really excited for this topic today. Actually, we're going to be talking about the number one secret to magnetize a high quality, ambitious, successful masculine man towards you. And we just wanted to come on and make a quick video about this topic today. I know I've been getting a lot of requests. I see it in the comment sections of a lot of my videos for more advice on this topic. So Bex, what do you have to say on how to magnetize a high quality, ambitious, masculine energy man to you?
Oh, that is such a great question. I love this question because this is the kind of man that most of the women that I work with want to attract. They want to attract a doer, a man who's driven in his career, who's got a big vision for his life, a vision so big that it can hold her vision, and that together they can be a power couple and just be sort of like a pillar of the community. And it's certainly the relationship that I've attracted into my life. And the number one thing that women need to hear in order to attract this type of man, to create this kind of relationship in their life, is to recognize where we are sourcing and blaming outside of ourselves versus where we're sourcing and taking responsibility from within. So it's kind of a big concept. So I'll just take a second to break that down for you.
Oh gosh, yeah, I just have to jump in and say how amazing and true that is, because that's where your power is anyway, right? Like, it's so easy to just blame men and say, oh, well, all men are afraid of commitment, or they're all cheaters or liars, or whatever your experience has been. It's so easy to do that, but like, where's your power in that? It's nowhere, right? So I love what you said. Yes, I'd love to hear everything you have to say on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And with love, and this isn't trying to make anybody wrong, but when we're blaming and looking outside of ourselves for the answer for why things aren't happening, we have lost our power. We've given it away, and we're approaching love from a victim mindset. And I'm not saying that to piss anybody off or to hurt anybody's feelings, but the truth is that we are powerful creators. We have the ability to source and attract our heart's greatest desires. And I'm not just blowing some fluff. It is the absolute truth that life is a reflection of who we are, who we be, how we show up on this planet. And if we're showing up saying, well, I don't have what I want, and it's because all the men in my city are ego driven and surface, or all the men in my age bracket want just one thing, or the list goes on and on. Sometimes we are blaming our city, or blaming men, or blaming our parents for our family of origin programming. And sometimes we turn that blame internally on ourselves. So that's a little bit different than taking personal responsibility. So blaming ourselves is oh, well, I stayed in my marriage too long and now I'm too old, or I waited too long, or I don't know anything about love attraction, or, I'm not willing to go online because that's, where all the creepers are, or whatever the story is, right? So those are examples of outsourcing our power, or placing so much power beyond ourselves instead of holding that power within and saying, I am the creator of my destiny, and I have the power to magnetize not only the quality of man, but the quality of relationship, the quality of life that I absolutely desire. So that's looking at, how am I showing up for myself? Am I, and I'm particularly speaking to my people pleasers out there, my obligers, and my overgivers, and my overachievers, my high performers, the women who are rah, rah, rah out there doing so much for so many other people, who often save their best selves for last. They often give their best selves away to other people and save themselves for last. Not even save themselves for last, but hold themselves last. So rather than putting ourselves first and prioritizing ourselves, we are out there doing and giving and achieving and trying to prove our worth and our value and all this stuff, instead of allowing that to just be inherently ours, innately ours, your birthright. that you are beautiful, divine, creative, soulful, magnetic, radiant, and worthy of outrageous, lasting love. Like, it's a total mindset shift.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. And just like a million things popped into my head, as they always do every time we talk. Yeah. I always say we attract a mirror image of our own masculine energy. So if you want to attract that empowered, ambitious, driven, successful, high quality man, you have to come from a place of your own power. Like, you have to come from your own empowered place where you're taking responsibility. And I love what you said about magnetizing a man to you because of who you are, not because of what you do and give to him. I mean, so many of us were brought up kind of like placing our value and on our worth on what we could do for others or accomplish, very masculine energy things. So yeah, how would a woman, use this knowledge to magnetize that high quality man to her?
Yeah, I mean, well, one of the ways is like looking at where we give our power away, looking at where we put ourselves last. So I have a training that's coming up where I'm going to go really deep into these concepts. But just for the women who are tuning into this video, first of all, you're invited to the training. But second of all, what you can start doing right away. And again, I'll go deeper into this in the training, but you can start looking at where you deny yourself, where you say, oh, that's too expensive, or, oh, I couldn't ever do that, or what would people think of me if I did that, or wore that, or bought that, or showed up in that, or dated that person. That's a very clear and undeniable way of where we give our power away and where we disconnect from our authentic source of radiant magnetism. And that's the true juice that turns heads and effortlessly attracts quality men to us. I know, I lead my clients through this process. I've done it myself. And it's so much less effort than we think it is, love attraction.